Hey guys, it's Chris here, and today I'm going to be reviewing a digitizer for the iPod Touch 4th generation. Alright, so I purchased this product on eBay for $23.99, and that includes free shipping from a buyer named Asktronics. So, what I'm going to be doing is install this screen on my iPod Touch 4th generation, if you guys want to see here. This is my iPod Touch 4th generation. It has a cracked screen and it has the Zag Invisible Shield on it. I will remove that when I install the new screen. So what I got was a white one. You can see I got a card right there. Thank you for your purchase. And this is what the product comes with. So I am going to be giving my thoughts on the seller and what he provides, as well as whether you should do it yourself or get it done by a professional. So here we have our contents. Okay, maybe not sure what this stuff is. Oh, there's a guide online you can go check out. And piece of cardboard, and that's the screen itself. Let's look at the tools you get. You get, I don't know what to call these tools, but if you want a close-up right now, you have these tools. And this is a T-head, cross head, as well as a flathead screwdriver. And you also get a pick, which helps you get the glass off, as well as a suction cup to suction the glass right off of the screen. And here's the white home button. So what I'm going to be doing is also what would be called a color change from a black one to a white iPod Touch 4th generation. So, let's move on with this review. Fix complete, guys. So here's the new iPod Touch 4th generation in white. You can see I left the black home button right there. I like that nice contrast, so I kept it there. But I also noticed that the home button that they provide isn't exactly the same as the home button that's on the regular iPod Touch 4th generation. You can see that kind of like ring around it. It's different from the regular one. So I kept the black one there, and it has a nice contrast to it. So let's take off the film and see how it looks. So while you're installing it, before you actually apply the screen on, you want to make sure it works after the connections. So let's turn this on right here, and the touchscreen works perfectly fine. And if you want to look at the camera, let's look at that. You can see that the camera, there are no covered spots. The whole housing itself is perfectly fine inside that camera. And if we look at the front-facing camera, it's perfectly fine. There are no coverage over it. So the screen is perfectly aligned with the camera on the front. So there you have it. That is the installation, and it's not that hard. But if you want to see the aftermath of the previous screen, you won't be able to salvage anything, because while you're taking the screen off, you're going to be bending it, and that's how it turned out. That's the back. This is the screen itself. It is connected to the glass. So you cannot purchase it on its own if you just want to replace the glass, and these are the two connections. So what are my thoughts on this installation? Should you do it yourself? And my answer is yes. The kit costs $23.99, and that includes free shipping, so it's pretty cheap. If you go to a professional, they would probably charge you around 50 bucks. Now, the only reason why you would go to a professional is because you are not you're afraid you're going to break something. But in my opinion, the only skill sets you need is how to use a screwdriver and also be able to follow directions. All you have to do is just go on a YouTube video. I can leave a link below, the one that helped me actually install the screen itself, because I did a perfectly fine job. There are no, the screen is perfectly flushed with the housing of the back. And yeah, it's not that hard. Just follow the instructions on the video that I used. The hardest part for me was the beginning, just taking off the screen, the broken glass, and also connecting the LCD to the logic board. But my advice is when you're taking off the screen, just be patient, make sure you go over it so that you don't miss any shards that were left over on the housing. And also for the LCD connecting it, don't be afraid to bend the logic board. But other than that, if you know how to use a screwdriver and you are able to follow directions, replacing your iPod Touch 4th generation screen isn't too hard. And in the end, you'll be saving at least $30. Overall, my rating for the Bayer Asktronics with the screen itself, I would give it a 4 out of 5, mainly because the home button isn't exactly the same as what you get with a real iPod Touch 4th generation. But the black and white contrast still looks good, and I'm glad to have done this. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Chris with Get This Year 101, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Please subscribe for future content. Bye guys.